in this world, I've realized that there's, a certain amount of people, right, that are here to help. Hey, Foxy, how you doing?
Brother Pinero,
How
can
you
you hear
doing, my
me?
sister? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you
Peace,
hear me
peace.
clear?
Yes, I can hear you very clearly.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Nice to have you back. Nice to have us back.
Yeah, it feels good. Feels good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna definitely try and make sure I make this more of a regular thing. 'Cause I do want to
Yeah,
build it up. I want to build
yeah.
it up.
The people need to hear some things,
They do,
refreshers, reminders.
they do. And there's not a lot of people here now, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna put it out there for people that are gonna watch it on the rerun. Like we are
Right,
gonna
right,
be,
exactly.
yeah, we are gonna be doing more shows. Obviously, this was a spur of a moment thing between me and Fox. He was gonna this, we didn't really promote it and all that. So it is what it is. We're gonna have a discussion like how we always do. Um, but yeah, I was just talking basically about Young Dolph because you see that I put Young Dolph on the thumbnail and Big Jook. I'm sure you're familiar. Hold on, is that my cousin? Hold on.
Well,
Hold on a minute.
I've heard of Young Dolph, but Jook I never heard of.
Hey,
And
one
these
second.
guys are younger, so I don't really listen to that type of
Are you
music.
okay, but that's big news over there. But 1 second, Fox.
Oh, sure it is, yeah.
Yes, brother C.
What's going on, bro?
Survival Minds.
Yeah, all day long. What's happening?
Come on, man. What's going on, my brother?
I'm alright, my cousin.
So this is Foxy. This is Foxy up here, yeah?
Hey,
Peace,
Foxy.
Brother Carl. Peace.
Yes. So that's my brother from over here, yeah. He's basically he's in Las Vegas. You're in Vegas right now, right?
Vegas, yeah.
Right. So
Oh, okay, so he's in the state.
Yeah, he's in the States right now. So I've got my London brother in the States with my sister from the States. And I was just basically talking about, I'm telling the people that we're not just going to be doing topics on conspiracy, like we're going to be doing trending topics too. So one of the topics I was going to come with today was about Young Dolph, and how dangerous it is basically for someone of that status to get taken out because he was helping so much of the people, he was doing a lot for the people, and that's something that you don't see a lot of. But since you're both here right now, I'm going to switch the conversation, and I want you both to take a look at this video, right? So see, Foxy, you there?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm in the background cooking dinner.
Right, I want you to take a look at this video, and I want to get your opinion afterwards, right? Check this out.
Try by dancing with his mom.
Give you a little rundown, yeah? So basically, that little you is the son, and the one dancing is the mum, alright?
Okay.
Try by dancing with his mom.
That's the pits, bro. It's the pits.
That was crazy.
So yeah,
I'm on my cousin's show.
hey.
Hi.
That's just something I wanted to cover.
It's a show.
Bro, that's just something I wanted to cover, Foxy, yeah?
Live show.
Oh, okay.
That's just something
Yeah.
I wanted to cover up. Because,
Yeah, I saw that a while ago.
I wanted to know that. Are you seen that before?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts on that then, Foxy?
Well, first I was gonna say that that child has no business being in the adult party, but then I'll be a hypocrite because I was in adult parties when I was a kid myself. But the mother to do that kind of exposure while her child is around is disrespectful.
I didn't even think it was an adult party because it was bright in there. I thought it might have been a wedding or something. I read
Right.
like,
It looked like a wedding. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still in all, like you know that your child is there. Why would you do that type of dancing? And it's not like it's a two-step or, you know, there's a little, you know, dance move where you guys are together. Like she's bending over and shaking her behind to his private. That's very disrespectful to her child. And he shouldn't have been the one to remove her from there. The guy dancing with her should have said, chill. I'm not going to do that. So mother and the guy was wrong.
Yeah, and at the same time, everyone's around laughing about it. Why the child is having a little situation.
I agree. I agree with what Foxy said. That's it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it's foul. But it's like this is what the some of the ladies are like these days, though. You know, they're still twerking. Like regardless, you know, if their youths are around. But I don't know what type of impact do you think that would have on a child? Even if, let's say the daughter was there, like that's gonna obviously have a serious impact, though, innit? Like mentally, like, what do you think? Like, if you always saw your mum behaving like that, it would be like they might think it's the right thing to do, the right way to move.
It becomes a part of the normal.
Right, and the reason why I'm bringing this up, right, is because we hear a lot of the elders of today talk about the youth this, the youth that, the youth this, the youth that, but they never really have no answers for them, Foxy. You know, I feel the problem is that some of the old, I personally feel that the reason why the youths are like that is because some of the elders have not matured. Would anyone agree with that?
No, obviously, it comes from within the household, right? They say it starts at home.
Yeah.
Charity starts at home, so...
Yeah, you got to mute your mic when you're eating, bro.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Yeah, you got to mute your mic. When you're not talking, you got to mute your mic, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Tuesday, but this is the first time Carl's has been up here. Yeah, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the first time he's ever been up here. I told you there's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's gotta know the.
A lot of the members don't. Yeah, a lot of the survival members don't come up here, man. So.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome.
Yeah. So welcome. Yeah, man. So
if it was the daughter, I feel the same way, Brother Pinero, because regardless, it's a child, right? And that child is seeing their mother in a unsavory light. So I don't care if it was a boy or a girl seeing their mother like that. I think it's still disrespectful. And also you could be onto something where the older group like us, the Generation X, some of us are going through what they call a midlife crisis. So, you know, they're doing things that maybe back in their youth or in their early adulthood that they couldn't do. And so now they're getting a second wind. But again, you with your child, so there's a time and a place for all of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, we expect our children to follow us, innit? Like to a certain degree. So, she better be careful that her son don't start twerking. You understand? So,
oh
no, gotta be careful about what you're doing. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just a little something I wanted to share with you. There's one new other video I want to share with you. This is one I don't know if he's posted out on the strip moving food or whatever he's doing, but this was if this video is authentic, this is a very interesting video. Let me share it with you. Check this out.
Yo, why you so hard, man? I'm big hard, man. You look like you only about 5. I'm gonna call you that. You look like you about, no disrespect. You look like you're about 11. Yeah, that's my order. You was pop. Wow, man. You know what you need? You need to cry. You need, listen, I'll tell you what, man. No disrespect, fam. I ain't trying to disrespect you. I'm saying you need to just get a good cry out, man, and get that dog, get the dog out of you. Come on, man. Do you got your mom, your mother and father still alive? Your grandma, you got a grandmother? Your grand... Just see, let it out, man. That's it, man. Let it out. You don't gotta be on.
So I don't know if that video was authentic, yeah, but if that video is real, that's some sad shit.
Depressions, and you know, some people have to release, innit? And some people don't know how to release.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever can help you, I suppose, get clarity and take control, make a decision.
I know what you're saying, but it's like so many youths are probably in that same position.
They are, like the world's like this, you know this.
Yeah, and that's it's sad, man. You know what I mean? Like he's probably out there. You know, a lot of these youths are probably in a gang. You know, they're just scared. You know what I mean? That maybe they feel that they can't get to school without getting into any situations, and you know, because that youth was young. You know what I mean? And in the back of their mind, you know, that's what they have in the back of their mind, isn't it? Like really, they don't even really want to be out there doing that. You know, but obviously when you're in it for too long now, that's when it just takes you. You know, so that was a good awareness video. It had a lot of comments under it, and I just thought I'd share it. You know, and also I want people to stop going so hard on the youth of today, and that's what this is about, really. You know, trying more to understand them. You know, and because they're going through their own things too. And they're also going through cost of living as well. You know, when we was younger, things were much cheaper. What do you want to say about that, Fox?
Yeah, you're right again, Brother Pinero, because if I had $1, you know, growing up, being a teenager or a middle schooler, that dollar would stretch. I could get 2 bags of chips. I could get a little quarter water and a candy, you know, an hour later for 25 cents. And that'd be your little snack to hold you over until your parents come home, you know, fix you a meal. But yeah, with this cost of living that's gone up, you have a lot of youth now. And my son brought this up to me. He's 25. That he said, Mom, these kids are out here. They're like 17, from 14 to about 18 years old, and they just robbing people on the train, like just to get money. And it's not even so much, some of it is gang related, but most of it is these kids are just trying to get money to sell, either to get high or just to have money in their pocket to go ahead and eat. So yeah, it's definitely getting a little crazier out here now.
Yeah, and we have to keep that in mind, innit? Because, you know, when anyone gets hungry, they get angry. Your thoughts can change if you're not eating properly, you know what I mean? Nowadays, today, you don't really see a lot of teenagers out on the road in UK, Foxy, you know what I mean? Unless it's like summertime. But you see a lot of the younger lot, the school kids out.
Okay.
So these are just...
I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, no, it definitely is a good thing, and they do keep up with madness. But there's always going to be youths that are out. You know how it is with some parents. You know, they'd rather get them out of the house than deal with them. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time, this is just a few things I wanted to point out today to the people. And there's one more video I wanted to show you, and you know, European countries and Western countries, it's a problem. Yeah, but check this out.
You don't raise your children the way we do. I mean, a 9-year-old boy in Gaza is more of a man than a 25-year-old in America. You prolong adolescence to an absurd degree. You don't prioritize maturity. But at the same time, you sexualize your children very early. I mean, you've got like 3rd graders twerking, you know, and singing explicit song lyrics, and then you put that on social media for everyone to see. You're teaching kindergartners about sex, masturbation, about homosexuality and transgenderism. You think that Prepubescent children can decide to have their genitals removed before they even know what they're actually for. You put little girls in beauty contests and try to turn them into, miniature Beyoncés and Cardi B singing about WAP. 12% of 12-year-olds in the U.S. are already sexually active at 12. And that's from a study 10 years ago. So you can expect that the percentage is even higher now. 6.5% of them had actually already engaged in anal sex by the age of 12. The majority of sex offenders in the West victimize children. And they say about 90% of sexual assaults on children are never even reported. So imagine what the real numbers are. No, you have a pedophilia problem in the West. And no matter how much you wish you could, you can't shift that over to us. We're not going to help you justify your sickness. Islam does not approve of this.
I don't know what he's chatting about at the end there, but so this is a thing that I'm just adding to the point of what I was making about the pressure that people are putting on the youths. Can you imagine the youths always like hearing this as well? The youth this, the youth that, So it's like from what I'm really seeing, it's like it's the adults' fault, like why the children are the way they are, because they're not allowing their brains to elevate to the point of where they can, really grow properly with them. You know what I mean? So that's just a little something, Foxy, that I wanted to put out.
Yeah, and from what I was getting is that it seemed like he was talking to the so-called Black children and the Hispanic children in the hoods. Like he didn't demographically break it down, because when he said Cardi B and Beyonce, I knew exactly who he was talking about. And so therefore it needs to be addressed that yes, our children are by default what you call hypersexual. They're sexualized at an early age, whereas the so-called white children, their parents are not. They're doing princess things and they're taking them out to, activities. Not to say that melanated children are not doing that, but it's a stigma and it shouldn't be that way. And yeah, it is the adult's fault, because you shouldn't be dressing your preteen in scantily clad clothing just because she sees it on a television show. You have to have some type of, authority and break the line somewhere.
I don't really think it's got to the point of it being a color thing. I think
me neither.
It's gone to a point of all over. Like it's whatever what's on the media. And,
I agree. And the reason my feeling is that they took the Beyoncés and the Cardi B's, because these are the people of influence here at the moment. Right. And the United States being, even though, call it what you want, the United States is inevitably still a big power. In fact, the major power, one of the major powers in Western society, which is led by these famous high-profile Hollywood stars and musicians. So I do think it's a generic statement, as opposed to based upon color, but nonetheless the problem still exists.
Yeah, well, like you said, they do use the Ebony sisters and also the brothers to in the entertainment industry, because they know that music, as we know, music is one of the
threefold of exactly.
Yeah,
but it's the brothers and the sisters who are underneath the slate. Okay, so if you look at the music and entertainment industry, you might see the black folk, our kin, up there, so to speak, and in the papers and whatever. But really, as behind the scenes, we're the puppets, right? So I think me and you discussed this before previously about the Dave Chappelle, where he made 500 million, they're offering him 50 because the big white guys are controlling it. Same like with Puff Daddy, he had to do fellatio on the Italian dude, before he could, before he could eventually make it. And then obviously that stage down, he does that, and he makes other people do that for him. But what I'm saying, we've been modelled through slavery, through whatever you want to call it, and utilised and used as the way to be looked upon. So I do understand that what you're saying, Foxy, to a certain degree, but it's only purely because we're the lower class in their terms in the white man's world that we didn't have enough power to expose them as much as we take the fall first. Just basically put it that way.
Right. And I definitely get what you brothers are saying as well. But that man didn't mention Taylor Swift. He said Cardi B and Beyonce. He didn't say Taylor Swift is influencing people as well. And she wears her little tight dresses and stuff. So that's why I brought it up as a colorism. And they'll never talk about their artists the way they do with our artists. And you know what? They're the ones that are buying into our artists, right? And having them by programming them to behave ratchet, like a Cardi B, like a Meg Stallion.
Yeah.
When before that, and hip hop rap is been co-opted by hip hop and by these white old men that are not tapped into the oppression that the urban youth, black boys and girls were going through back in New York City in the late 70s into the 80s. So it was something that the children were doing to occupy their time. They found that it was ways to not have to beat somebody up. If you wanted to battle, you would break dance and that was your battle. You wouldn't have to, fight somebody. You didn't have to put a knife to them. You would battle them out, right? And the same guys that saw that there's something to this started hooking up with white dudes, Rick Rubin, right? And that's where it all took off. And then you get the Liar Cohens and all that, and Jimmy Iovine and all of them. So that's where we lose it, and that's when it becomes mainstream, and that's where it's now hip hop. But again, they wouldn't talk about Stevie Nicks. They wouldn't talk about Def Leppard. They're not gonna talk about their artists the way they would talk about ours. And those artists, some of them that I named, are big time cokeheads. I digress.
Yeah. But we have to always know that we're gonna be the fool guys, innit? Like us black people are obviously gonna be the fool guys at the end of the day.
Right. So, it's like they love to hate us and hate to love us. So we'll always be that. But I would like to see at some point the genre or that type of industry change back around, because it's needed. We need the Mos Defs, we need the Tribe Called Quest, we need the Queen Latifah and all that, because they were giving positive, thought-provoking music. And Queen Latifah had a song called "Who You Calling a B.I.T." right? And she's addressing like, don't call me that, don't call us that, to now girls are like, yeah, I'm a bad B. Like, come on.
Yeah, but Tupac said that. I know.
Yes, I know that.
You know what I'm gonna say as well.
I know where you're going with it. And my grandmother said the same thing. How could you like this man when he's calling women that? I said, he's not calling me that. And I understand who he's talking about, because yes, there are some women that are like that. Hell, I could get like that sometimes. So he's not.
He gets the benefit of the doubt because he went in jail for something he didn't do. So he gets the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, he was targeted. So that's a whole nother. He's a different class. He's in a different type of bubble than these main other artists that we're talking about. But yeah, I mean, he still said it nonetheless. But for women now to dome that as a piece of, yeah, that's that's right, that's who I am, and it's not, because you wouldn't want a man to call you that, because there are women that'll flip it like, oh, why are you calling me that? But you and your girlfriends call each other that. See, so it's a double standard, and that has to be broken back down to its organic essence, where there's respect for your fellow man and woman.
Yeah, boy, the respect levels, mate, is only left. People don't respect themselves, but yeah, man. it's just something. Yeah, it's a good thing to talk about, man. What do you think about all that Diddy stuff? You spoke about that in your life, did you?
Yeah, I did.
It's just a lot of exposing going on right now, isn't it? It's just
You know what? It is, but the other thing, my other observation, and I'm gonna let Brother Carl talk because I want to finish cleaning up in here, and then I can have my full attention to you guys.
mhm.
You see how Cat Williams and the Epstein bar came out simultaneously,
Yeah.
and just before that, they were getting to Bishop T.D. Jakes and how he was down with in Puffy's parties, and so it's like they put up this deterrent so that you won't go deeper, because once that band-aid gets ripped open, there's going to be a lot of people exposed that are around Puffy that were in those parties that are going to be exposed. So they
Yeah.
threw in the Cat Williams to push you away from really finding out the truth, and then they got the Epstein flight list out at the same time. So it's all just a distraction. And I think that Puffy's gonna he's gonna come down sooner or later. It may not right now, but it's gonna happen.
What has he got more cases on him? Has he got criminal cases?
He's getting more cases by the day.
Yeah, and there's some issues with the alcohol company that he was trying to sue, because he tried to say that they were being racist towards him, but in actuality, he only bought into the company, but it wasn't his company. You get what I mean? So they blackballed him, and because of these allegations, so they didn't want any parts with him. So everything is forming around him. So it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, hey. Well, I saw some. Hey, you see the guy that interviewed Shannon Sharp? Yeah, I mean Shannon. Yeah, you know Shannon. Is it Shannon Sharp that interviewed Cat Williams?
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen the photos that have come out about him?
Mate, they're all getting exposed.
My man's got some cross dressers with him all the time, like sitting with him in the games, going out to dinner and all that.
They're all in
That's
it, mate.
crazy.
I was listening to the thing about them all playing naked basketball. I was like, what the heck? Naked. Oh, you didn't know? So all
Nah.
Jamie Foxx, Jay-Z, P Diddy, all of them, bloody playing naked basketball.
Whoa.
Some crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, it's madness. That is craziness. No, see, this is what I'm trying to say. And these are the same people that people want to go and see at the concert and pay tickets. Pay tickets to go watch man sweat.
It might as well have been better for these guys to have been honest in the first place and just said, look, I'm out there like the Elton Johns of this world. Back in the day, they wouldn't have this. In fact, they would have got praise for it. Right now, they would have probably even had more followers. You know what I mean? You know what this gay world's like. You know
Yeah, no, it's a madness though. It's a madness, man. But yeah, man, there's just a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Like there's a lot going on when it comes to the industry right now. But I was talking earlier on about Young Dolph. You know, Young Dolph was taken out. You know, Memphis, he was taken out. What was it, a year ago? Or was it a couple years now? Or it's not. It's like a year and a half or something. We was actually on a show when it happened. I remember we was actually doing a show, and someone said it in the comments. But you know, they took out someone that was like really good to for the society. You know what I mean, over there. Even though everyone's crooks in it, but he gave back a lot. I didn't really see a lot of rap artists giving away Lamborghinis and 20,000, like every month, just giving out 20,000. So anyway, Yo got his brother's been taken out, and it's kind of crazy because like when I see our brothers here, these rappers, right? They're like, when they're beefing, they really talk a lot. They talk a hell of a lot. And I've been watching videos, and it's absolutely craziness. So you got one side, they've lost somebody, and then the other side, they're rapping, but they're talking a lot, And it's a bit crazy to me, Foxy, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if you're doing your thing, but if you can hear me.
Yeah, I'm still here. I just want to tidy up in my kitchen real quick.
Yeah, it's just crazy to me because everyone's getting hit with these RICO charges.
Right.
Like, it's just mad. It's like the brothers, they're just playing into their hands, and I don't even want to say too much because it's like I'm promoting it because like, I listen to Pre in it. I listen to Pre, and they're saying certain things, and it's like I know that if I'm hearing it, the feds are hearing it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. And remember that these record industries, these record labels are tied in with the Alphabet Boys. Media is tied in with the Alphabet Boys. So yes, if you're that stupid to go out there and rap about your open enemy and what you're going to do to them and so forth and so on, then you the clown. You're the clown. But yeah, it's heavy RICO charges because these guys are, you know, just blatantly rubbing it in people's faces that, hey, they could do this, they're going to do that to the person. And it's almost a setup. So they have to be wiser in what they say. That's why I said it needs to go back to its essence where things were organic, because all this, you know, shoot 'em up stuff and showing your tool, your piece in front of, you know, social media like that, like we would never do that. We weren't about that back in the day.
That is crazy. Like, imagine me coming up on YouTube with the WAP. Like, come on, man, that's craziness. You know what I'm saying? And
salute to CrossFit Fit and a salute to Leah and Shushu. They're in the building.
I ain't even gone to the comment. Hold on a minute. Oh my god, I didn't even notice the comments, man. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I got the comments up. Don't worry, I got you. That's why we're
London.
Guys.
All right, I'm gonna finish.
See, you know that's Leah, innit? Leah.
Oh, I see. Okay. Daniel's cousin.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Do your thing, my brother. You gone, yeah?
Yeah, I have to leave, man. So, Sister Foxy, nice to meet you. Brother P, I'll catch you up, man.
Same here.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Oh, big up CrossFit.
Yeah.
Big up show. This is only a short show today, people. You know, this is just a short show. You know, we're coming back, you know, but we're just testing the waters because it's been a while. All right, but big up yourself. I big up Archie. Yeah, I've been ghost. Yeah, I've been ghost, but I'm here though.
Right.
I'm here. I know it's been mad though. I know it's true. I've been getting every now and again, Foxy. I'll be getting like, you know, in the old videos. People be commenting on the old videos like, "Yo, Pete, where you at?"
Oh wow.
And it'll pop up and that, and I'm like, all right.
Where
are you now though? Where are you now though? You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's, you know, life takes over, and the social media, like this YouTube, has gotten overly saturated with everything. Everybody's, you know, on top of these whatever you want to call it, the media. You know, they're already on top of the gossip, if you will. And so it's like after a while, like it's like it's not like you don't have nothing to talk about, but like, what do you say? Because you're gonna mention the things that these other people are saying, but it gets oversaturated, and sometimes we just don't have the ambition to get up there and talk. Like I don't.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But the people need it, and you know we do got to make our grand appearance, and
yeah. No, but listen, no, people's I'm gonna be doing shows, like just stay with me because it's like it's a new year. I had a long think about it, you know what I'm saying? And I just said, you know what? Even though you don't comment enough underneath my videos, right? And you don't push enough likes, I'm still gonna continue to do some lives. Because I like letting it off my chest as well. Sometimes because you know we have to remember, people, what this was created for was for all of us like-minded people to be able to talk together. You know what I mean, Foxy? That's what it was for. So that's why we need
I hear you.
Because we all think alike, innit? And that's what this show was really about. So oh yeah, and people, maybe next week I'm gonna be attaching a phone line that's gonna be funny, Foxy. We're gonna get trolls trolling.
Ooh, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be telling people's about their mothers and all types of shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nah, it's mad.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be having the trolls. You're gonna be trolling.
Nah, trust me, people are gonna be ringing up trolling. Like, I hope not, yeah, but not from this country, but maybe from your country.
Oh, of course, of
Yeah,
course.
definitely from your country. You know what I'm saying? But but
Well,
yeah,
be
we're gonna get.
prepared. That should be funny. That'll bring people in because they
Yeah, no,
love
that's what I'm saying. You're like a star report type thing, isn't it? Like it's gonna be
hmm
funny, but you have to just run them, you know, Foxy. You have to just run, man. Yeah. So yeah, there's a few things I was just talking about some things. Shall I show the people them that video we watched earlier, Foxy, with the kid?
Oh, is that who sent it to you?
Nah,
Oh,
I got
yeah.
that.
I mean, that was crazy. But then you could have people call in discussing things like that'll be great because that's what
Yeah,
our main man does, King
yeah,
Troll himself.
yeah. You understand the king of this shit. You know what I mean?
And he has people calling in. So yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, we need to do that.
hmm
But yeah, so like we were saying, there's a lot of funny behavior going on out here right now. But there's been a lot going on though. The start of the year, like what about the aliens in the Miami Mall and all that?
Oh my goodness. Go ahead and talk about it because I honestly don't know too much of what
No,
was
no,
going
'cause they're
on.
saying that there was 3 aliens. You know what I mean? There was in the mall. You know what I mean? And then everyone's like around the mall. The police got caught. I done a video on it. But now, what's happened? The reason why I'm talking about it now is because all these new videos are coming out of it. You know, they got all this new footage out. But the only problem with that, you know how it is when it comes to these people, man.
hmm
You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to footage,
Right.
yeah, these people are gonna start making their own stuff, and then. But this is the problem, though, Fox. You know, I always say this, yeah. The problem with that is, yeah, that you're never ever gonna get the truth.
Right.
Because of the technology. Technology is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because anyone, it's got to that point. If someone actually shows you footage, Foxy, of a real UFO, you're still not gonna think it's real.
Right.
So we might have all seen pictures, videos of real UFOs, but because the technology is so good in editing, what's CrossFit saying about like, is CrossFit a female?
I'm not sure. I want to
That
say
sounds too close to cross dressing. I'm just saying.
CrossFit.
Yeah.
Shosho said it's all a distraction and then add AI. Yeah, I was gonna say that like because AI is now, in the mainstream of things that people could doctor up their footage and make it look like it's real. You got AI that has realistic
Yeah.
features and editing to it. You're right. We wouldn't even know if something was real because of the fact that editing can definitely be doctored up.
Mm.
But what I was gonna say, and I just lost my train of thought, but and like you said with the footage, I'm like sometimes they throw in the grainy footage, and I'm like, well, with the technology that we have now, why would the videos be grainy? That's what makes you think that. What makes me believe that some of it is fake because there's no way. Everybody got their camera, they got their phone out. There's no way that footage should be grainy and you can't see, certain things. But then in other pictures, you can see crystal clear. Like there's just, I don't know.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah.
And that a lot of footage from that day as well in Miami is very blurry, and I'm like, come on, man. It's almost like when you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why?
It's like NASA, innit? When NASA take their photos, you wonder why the photos look like that. You got all this money, all this technology. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're telling us that you got this satellite that can look at a stamp from millions and millions of miles away.
Right.
So why is it so hard to catch these things properly on footage?
Thank you.
When people pull out their phones these days and to film aliens and flying saucers, why does it look like you're using a Nokia from flipping back in the day?
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, stop it. Like this. That's what makes me think that that's fake. Because I'm like, come on, you could, if they have cameras that could zoom all the way out, you could see the moon and the craters. You mean to tell me you couldn't catch these aliens? And what about the Titan? Remember you showed me that face that was next to the moon, and the guy was.
that was fake as hell.
Come on, do you have that? Can you show the audience that?
You know what? Yeah, you know what, Fox? I was gonna say to you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's the first time I've used this share screen thing. Yeah. So let me just press something.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, that's what's great about this. That's why I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same thing, because you know it's cool to like talk, but like I want to show people what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know how to use this thing properly, but
oh,
then you can do it though, innit?
I think I can, but I don't have the video. Do I have the video?
No, I ain't got the video. Hold on, I can get the video though.
Yeah, just show the video. That's all.
Let me see if I can get the video up. We got to start utilizing this as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're paying for that.
But I heard that you can do it from your side, though, innit?
Yeah, I could. If I had something to show, I could do that. I could do a presentation.
No, what I'm saying is you can use my one as long as I've got it, innit?
I think so. I'm not mistaken.
That's how it works, you know? I think how it works is as long as I've got it, you can press it and share the screen as well.
Yeah, and if
You know
I have
what I mean?
something to show, I could. Yeah, if I had something to show, I could bring it up too. But basically, this was sometime a month or two ago, in Kentucky. I want to say somewhere in the Midwest in the United States, and this guy is taking a video of what looks like a Titan's face, like a statue, next to the moon. And he's very calm about it. Yeah, that's it. Yep, you guys check it out.
Okay, so I decided to try to get it again. Now the sky cleared up a little bit.
It looks good, though.
I don't know.
Right.
He's taking a piss.
Okay, she's zooming in more. I thought it was a guy.
We got company.
Is this the right one?
Look at him.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Is this the right one for it? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So she's zooming in. That's the moon.
Yes, it's blurry. I'm on an Android. But it's there.
Hold on, this is a different angle, this one, isn't it?
That's a
This ain't the
different
same
angle.
one as the last one.
Colors.
It is, isn't it?
No, because it sounded like the first one sounded like a guy talking.
Look at this.
This is a
This
lady.
one looks more like an alien. Yeah.
I see you, babe.
No, this one.
But it's the same face,
Looks
though.
like you
it's the
got a
same one.
message for me.
It's the same one, but
And I'm gonna figure
the
out
other
what
Somebody
it
else
is.
recorded it.
family.
Y'all see my friend, y'all?
Now, what is this one? This one
Do
looks more
y'all
creepier
see?
than the other one.
Yeah, it does.
That one might be real.
And I didn't tell y'all
That one might be
the
real, you
night
know,
before I
folks.
caught the first video. I
Oh,
was
she
sitting
caught
on
the first.
porch.
Okay, see if you could go back to the first one then.
Oh, she caught the first one. She's taking. Oh, this is the one, isn't it?
Now that's the face, people. It's
Yeah,
up
that's
there
him.
again.
Sherry, come look at this.
There's a face.
All right. Y'all see that? This is not an app. It's a face. Everybody's out here. Everybody's out here looking. We're coming out here to see. I gotta get this. Y'all see that?
Hold on, man.
Like
That's
I'd be
crazy.
shaking. Like my hand
Now,
would be
hey,
shaking.
Hold up. Let me zoom so everybody
They're
can see
too,
it.
they're too chilled.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, y'all need to call somebody.
You wouldn't be
Yeah.
chilled like that.
Tell them we're out here. What we're
And
looking
look,
at.
his eye looks like it's open.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. There it is. That's a nice,
Nah, man, that's some bullshit.
crispy face.
You see what I'm trying to say, though? That is some straight BS. You hear what he said? Oh, did you see it? Right? They was like, yes. Blood. Are you
Right,
mad?
like
I'll
just
be
too
running
calm.
I'll be running in the house looking for the shotty. What the hell? I'll be like, what's that
I'd
up
be
there? All right, it's time to
screaming.
go. Get the backpacks, yeah? Jump in the whip. It's time. Do you know? You understand what I'm saying, though, Fox? Yeah? End the days,
Hell yeah.
it's done today.
Right.
Yeah, but come on, man. all relaxed, looking up at it, eating pizza. Goofy ass people, man.
Yeah, that they were too calm, just too calm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I would have been, my hand would have been shaking. I'm holding the phone, just like, oh my God, oh shit. Like there'd be so many F-bombs.
Yeah,
And they were just too calm. Like,
I'm
oh.
gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't say a word, Fox. But if he was with me, Fox, you'd be watching me, you'd be like, nah, this nigga's on it. Like that's it.
You grab me by my shirt, like, look, get inside, let's go.
Remember, come back outside with a black outfit and face paint, Fox. Don't play with me. Yeah. It's tight.
Man, that looks just
in the back, everything.
So then the lady caught it from another angle then, but hers wasn't as clear. So I don't know. Maybe there was something peeking out, but I'm with Shosho with that AI business. Who knows? That could have been, forged. And
All I do know is, yeah, you're gonna see some things soon, though, people. Trust me, you're gonna see some things because let me tell you one thing: all this stuff can't be all fake. Do you understand? Like, you heard about these aliens that people are seeing in the village. People are seeing aliens in villages and standing on top of roofs, but the tall grey type. Yeah, people are seeing
Did you see the footage of it was out in was it New Mexico or Arizona where this family had caught this gray being in their backyard?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Oh, then what lately you're talking about, isn't it?
No, well, that was like, I don't know, back in November or something like that.
Oh yeah. But but the thing is, this is happening a lot though. Like it's not like it's it's happening too much. Like people are seeing that they're seeing aliens and all types of stuff like all the time. So we might be seeing some things, people. We might be seeing some things, man. But would you say there might be things living under the Earth's core? Because I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah, because we haven't been able to explore that far down. So who knows what's hidden in cracks and crevices in the sea?
Yeah, well, the Bible talks about the Leviathan. You know that Leviathan, that big monster. And
Right.
it's real. You know what I mean? So who knows what's in the ocean? Who knows what's in Antarctica? You know what I mean? Who knows?
Right.
Have you seen anything lately on Antarctica?
Nope.
Let me show you. Hey, people, don't run off nowhere, yeah? I'm going to play this, but I'm not going to play it for long. Let me just show you some other parts of the world that you've probably never seen before.
The hidden lands beyond the ice walls. Awakening truth. Let's have a little journey to the old map.
Listen, I forgot to say, my bad. When you're looking at this map, yeah, read some of the names on the map. Have a look at, make sure you zoom into some of the names. Have a look at them.
The hidden lands beyond the ice walls. Awakening truth. Let's have a little journey to the old map.
music was killing me. That's enough of that. But listen, what I'll do, people, I'll put that up in a video for you so you can have a look at all the different places. It's very strange when you look at some of the names. You know, you see Land of the Giants, you saw Heracula, you see all these names. But you know, they got us trapped in the beast system. But don't worry, people, at some point we will get to see elsewhere. Check this out.
Not like nothing you've ever seen, huh?
Nothing like nothing.
It blows away anything we've seen so far.
Oh man, and the ice below us is that's like the Grand Canyon of ice.
Yep. Like how that Earth is meeting the glacier. You see that interesting shape?
Oh wow,
it's
yeah.
making? I know. Like, where are we right now? What planet is this? Just take a photo picture.
I'm just mesmerized. This is some humbling terrain.
To the Great Gorge. Though if that cloud layer wasn't there, we'd be able to see straight up to...
Sorry guys, I gotta stop it, man. I gotta stop it. It's making me feel cold, man. Shit. Jesus, man.
I'm wondering how they didn't get taken down.
I don't know.
A no-fly zone.
Yeah, well, the parts where they were flying were supposed to be a no-fly zone. Maybe they're not alive today.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that's where. So, what do you think? That's where the aliens are hiding, right?
I think they're above and below. I don't think there's one set that's everybody's, you know, in other galaxies, and that's that. You know, our planet is very ancient, so you know, who's to say that there aren't ancient species or humanoids, you know, that are living within the earth? I mean, I can't say, it would be naive of me to say, no, that's not true, because I haven't explored.
It's crazy. You might be thinking it's crazy. Why am I talking about aliens? Listen, these are the things that are trending right now. And,
right.
And I want people to understand. Obviously, you lot know in the chat, but everything that's trending right now is everything that we was talking about, that we've talked about for years. You know what I mean, Foxy?
Right.
The Star Children, the woke ones, the chosen ones, whatever you want to call us.
Right.
We've been everything that's going on right now. Yeah, we've been talking about it for years. They'll never give us our props, but we don't care though, because we don't want the props. We just want to get the word out.
Yeah, and that's what our mission is as Star Seed Children. Now, I was watching, it's crazy that you brought this up, because 2 days ago I was watching how to associate your life path number, your soul urge number with the different star seeds. And I have like 3 different star seeds that I relate to. And one for sure is the Palladian, the Arturian, the Blue Avian, and the Anunnakis. And yeah, your mission as a star seed child is to inform people and eventually bring some harmony back to Earth. Now, some people would say that, you know, that's, you know, nutso and you're cuckoo. And that's what happens. And then they put you in a, you know, a padded room with the straitjacket.
Right.
And this has happened to many people years ago, centuries ago, because their way of thinking is different from the average person. So because you're not on that same mind frame, you would deem that person as being mad, when in actuality, they're vibing on a higher frequency. They're in the 5th dimension or the 5D, while you're still in the 3rd dimension in 3D. But right now, the dimensions are colliding with each other. So
Right.
for some, you would feel like time may be speeding up for you. For others, time may be slowing down, or you just feel like you're not in the right place. And that's because the dimensions are starting to collide with one another. And remember, I told you, Brother Pinero, behind the scenes, and I was like, y'all, I don't even feel right. Like, I'm like anxious. I'm like fidgety. Me and my son are really restless. And the past couple of days, and come to find out, there was an X-class solar flare the other day. So
yeah, there was, and atonement time as well.
Absolutely.
It is, isn't it? It's supposed to be fasting right now. Supposed to be fasting and not having any sexual activities. If you believe in that. But rest in peace to brother Rap the News, but his son still continues the channel. And he was actually talking about the atonement and what you got to do. And it's actually for, you know what, I'm gonna play it.
Okay.
It's only a short video because he actually directs you to another video.
Okay.
But I'm gonna play it because this is actually for people that are starseeds and watchers. It's actually for us. So let me get it up on the screen. Bear with me, people. You have to click it every time you do that.
I think you're doing an excellent job so far for your first time.
I know. Oh, that's it. You
You're
gotta
getting the
double
hang
click
of
it. Okay. I'm trying. I'm gonna do it. Right, it's this one here. So this is basically something that watchers that we're actually supposed to do. No, I'm not saying you have to believe in it, but have a look.
We are lost, but we are not forgotten. The Most High God has made us a promise.
Hey, rest in peace, brother Rap the News. This is his son speaking. Brother Rap the News taught me a lot about the planet Nibiru. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even know about it, to be honest. Hey.
That he will gather us, his scattered people. Hear you, Israel. Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not. The Lord our God is. So we will stay awake and we will watch until Israel's restored.
Shalom, Israel. It is the Day of Atonement. So it's the evening of the 21st to the evening of the 22nd. And you're going to be doing the same things as on the Feast of Trumpets. So it's going to be by way of repentance, making amends and reflecting on the evil that you have done. And then it's going to be treated as a Sabbath. So no work is to be done today. And then an addition is that you're going to deny yourselves. You're going to fast. So while you're fasting, you cannot have sexual relations. Sexual relations makes you unclean. And then, of course, there's the sin offering. There's a sin offering for the Feast of Trumpets and then a sin offering for the Day of Atonement. I wanted to make this video as a quick reminder because it has to be quick. It has to be short because our internet is slow. But I'm going to leave a link to a previous video that I've done, and it goes into more detail. So I'll post that in the description as well as the comments. Shalom.
So clearly we should have a video. We should have a show like 2 days ago.
Yeah, we're a little behind, but
yeah,
that doesn't mean that you can't start now. That actually really makes sense for me because last week I had bought a lot of things to cleanse our bodies, as far as black oils with sea moss and chlorophyll. I bought oil of oregano, and I wanted to just, because I've been running low with that stuff, so I bought it for my family. And that's like, honestly, and all I wanted to eat was just fruit, so it makes sense because like my appetite wasn't.
Me too. Yeah.
And the sexual thing, I'm like, I'm good. I don't crave that like some people gotta have it and stuff like that. Like when you're on a different vibe, you just like those human aspects, like kind of just, you don't think about it. You're not even like engaged in that. Like it's weird to explain it, but like some people, you know, I'm not saying that I don't have urges, but what I'm saying is like when you when you're
I'm trying to
when
save you. You're just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to save you. Like, yeah, I hear you. Like, you know
you're vibing a different way. It's like you don't. Sex is like almost the last thing that's on your mind. So
I hear you, man. You know, it is how it is. You know what I'm saying? For certain different people. You know?
Yeah.
But one thing I'm gonna say in that week for me, I had a few strange ones. Like, I had a lot of mucus. My body got rid of a lot of mucus over the course of last week till now. I don't know if it was because I was doing a lot of astral projecting, traveling. I'm not sure, but because in my dreams I travel like crazy. But
yeah, me too. All over the place.
But I'm like waking up with mad mucus and like having to get rid of a lot of mucus over the last week. You know, so I don't know if my body was going through something. I don't know.
Yeah, but it sounds like it.
But as well as you know, because you're like a star watcher, so you know these things affect us, innit? Like, you know, you know,
especially when there's like galactic, or not galactic, but there's like celestial things that are happening. If your body is susceptible to barometric pressures, you know, the sun or like certain weather temperatures, you could get like headaches or just feel sick, but that's because your body's more in tune to the earth organically as opposed to somebody else. So like me and my son, I used to get nosebleeds when I was a little girl. And then my son got it when he was little, and my youngest daughter, she got it. And they also astral project. They sleepwalk. I slept walk.
What did it say is the cause of nosebleeds?
Well, there's
my little brother used to get it. Not my baby brother. My brother above that used to get nosebleeds. He used to wake up with nosebleeds. Yeah, but what is the cause of that?
Because your body's just more susceptible to certain pressures that's in the earth. So for instance, there's a storm coming. Some people will feel like brother Shosho or is it sister Shosho, they get migraines. I mean, my son suffer from migraines as well. Like we'll get like if a heavy storm is coming or a rainstorm is coming, our you know, we'll automatically start getting headaches the day before it comes. So it's just your body's a natural compass, if you will, that can pick up on certain elements, things that are happening. Like I said, the X-class, the solar flare that we had about 2 days ago, some people could have felt that as well and gotten migraines and or feel nauseous, or, you know, they didn't have an appetite. So yeah, there's definitely different ways that our bodies, certain people's bodies, again, if you are a so-called starseed, your body might be more susceptible to those type of pressures.
So what about you were saying that they astral project too, your children? Yeah,
my kids, I do as well. But they grew out of sleepwalking. But my youngest, my son and my daughter, they used to sleepwalk as well. Yeah. So they're part of my starseed DNA. So that's why. Now my oldest doesn't. She's on a different. She's part of a different group. But my middle. So I have two girls. One is 30, and then I have a son that's 25, and then I have a youngest daughter that's going to be 17. And my oldest is by a different person, different man. And so my son and my youngest daughter are by the same man. And we have a different connection than I do like with my oldest. So my younger two are more like in sync with how I feel. Me and my youngest are definitely, I said to her, she was my mother in a life past, and I was her daughter in the life past, because we just know certain things. Like she'll come and she was like, I'm like, Chinese food. She was like, Mom, I was just thinking that. And so there's a lot of things that, you know, that we have in tune with each other. And so, yeah, sometimes the star families can reincarnate within the biological families. And that's why some of us get along with certain relatives a little bit more than others, because that is your soulmate. There is a soul tribe family. And then some are just, if they rub you the wrong way, even though that's biological, that just means that they're coming from another soul family. And there could be some karmic lessons that need to be hashed out and figured out so that you can evolve onto your next mission. And some of us, like Brother Pinero and I, there are people that have incarnated many times, and this is why you can relate to certain things, like if you were Anunnaki and you might have you're drawn more to the Middle East, you're drawn more to ancient Kemet and things of that nature.
Yeah, I look like them. I look like them.
Do you? Okay. I look more like the Palladian.
I've got the same height as them and everything. It's mad. I got the same temperament as well.
Oh, gotta stay away from you. I don't want no beef.
No.
And the Anunnakians are the oldest of all of those different star seeds and civilizations as far as star seeds go. They're perceived to be the oldest of all, like Palladian and Arcturian, the Dracos and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But I was just doing my research the other day about it, and I was like, wow. So, if you align your birth date or your biological name, not the biological, but the name you were given at birth, and you add all those numbers up, you can find out what your life path number is. And according to those life path numbers, or your soul urge number, which is what your purpose is here on Earth, they align with those different type of star seeds. So I found that very interesting. I didn't know anything about that until the past 2 days ago.
Yeah. Well, have we got any big events coming up when it comes to the stars? Ain't we got a blood moon? One more? No, hold on.
We have, yes. There is going to be a solar eclipse taking place in April, which will actually be seen more in the United States, and it will make a cross between the states. So it'll look like the Confederate flag, actually. It'll make that grand cross, because in 2017 we had solar eclipse, but it was on the west coast of the United States. So like in Seattle and California, they were able to see it, and then it went all the way down to Texas. Now it's going to be on the East Coast, so it'll be up by New York, Maine. I think that's where it starts, and then it's going to come down again down to Chicago. So it's making this cross, which I feel that's going to be a very big. A lot of people are like anticipating this solar eclipse. It's a big one.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Where do you find that out, Foxy? Okay, so you can go to you can go onto the website and type in, how do I find my life path number? And then there's a lot of free apps that you can calculate. You'll need to know when what time you were born and the city that you were born in, and that will give you your natal chart. But if you want to do numerology, you again just type in, how do I find my life path number? And then all you need to do is just type in your birth date, and it'll punch out for you, because what it does is adds all the days in your birth date. So mine's is 7/19/1976. You add all of that, 7 plus 1 plus 9, and so forth and so on. And you have to break it down to its smallest number, its single number, and then you'll get what your life path is. And then if you want to know what your soul urge is, it's done the same way. But there are websites that can break that down for you.
There you go.
And then there are master numbers. So there are 3 master numbers. There's master number 11, master number 22, and master number 33. 33 is, think of it being the Christ consciousness. You're here to pretty much like the way, that the whole Christ dynamic. You're dying for others. Like you have a certain purpose. You're also a teacher. Life paths number 11 are the mystics, are the psychics. They also are teachers. And the life path number 22 are builders. They're here to build with humanity and build it up to its more spiritual structure. And so those numbers you do not break down. So if you have a number that comes out to 11, then that's it. Your master number 11. My birth date for my life path number comes out to the number 4. And that's a builder. We're in the year 2024, which is a 4-4 resonant right now, and it equals out to 8. So there's going to be a lot of shifting around for me, a lot of building. But if you are, and then my soul urge, which is what your soul is, or your heart desire is, what you're supposed to be doing, in the spiritual world. It's number 11. It's master number 11. So it makes sense why I'm doing, what I do on my channel and doing the readings and things of that nature, because that's what my soul purpose is. And to give people the spiritual messages by doing the reading. So very interesting. I like it.
There you go, people.
So Shosho, I don't want to confuse you as a male or female, but
she's a female. She's female.
Okay. So her birthday is the 11th. So you don't break that number down. That means that you also are like me, where it's that, you're here to teach. You may have some spiritual gifts as well. There's certain things that before others. You can have different senses. You might be a clairvoyant, maybe a clairaudient, where you hear things. You may have a clairsensitive, where you can feel things. So that's what number 11 is. They're more like, I would say the psychics. They're more like that esoteric type than the other two master numbers. Yeah. So I like that because, with astrology, even though astrology is good, and to know, what sign you are, and, that you're not just your sun sign, that you have your moon sign, your rising, and your Venus. It can shift, because when there's a moon phase that is happening, you become that moon phase. So it changes. So therefore, certain things about you change. But the numbers, there's no changing it. You can't change your birthday unless it's a woman who got married and she changes her name to her married name from maiden name. But with birthdays, I mean, like astrology, like I love it. But the numbers don't lie. Like you can add all that up and it makes a lot more sense. I mean, think about it. The Masons use, everything is numerology for them. Everything is precise, it's calculated. So yeah, the numbers, I like to work with numerology as well. She's a Pisces. I'm a Cancer. So that's why you're intuitive. The certain water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer, are intuitive. They're the psychics of the group, and they know things. And you would be considered a high priestess, where you can, you may be interested in esoteric and spiritual things, whereas somebody who's like a Sagittarius may not be as much as you. So yeah, very interesting. Come over to my channel and you guys can see and hear more about what what I do. I don't want to monopolize too much, Brother Pinero. Maybe if you want to play a short, Brother Pinero, if you can, and just show the people what I'm talking about.
Well, okay. What one?
Yeah, I think that's, there we go.
Which one?
Just anyone is fine. Grace and peace. What's up, soul peeps?
Sorry.
Grace and peace. What's up, soul peeps? This is your new week message for January 15th through the 20th. All right, collective, you got Breathe number 29 breaking down to 11. Clarifying is the Ace of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You also have in the dice the sign Capricorn, which we're still in. The number 7, which is highly spiritual. So collective, I'm getting that there could be some blockage in your airways, lungs. Disclaimer, not a medical professional, but If you're having some discomfort with breathing, you might want to get that checked out. There could be fluid in the lungs, but also know that this is a new beginning anytime you have the aces.
Didn't you say you had fluid in your lungs?
Love. So if you're having any issues in regards to relationships, just breathe.
Yeah, I
let
did.
everything go.
For about a
with
week.
the flow. Remember, we're just in a moment of time. That's your message. Grace and peace. What's up, soul peeps?
Wow.
That was for me, man.
Message.
Yes.
For January.
I'll do one more.
Grace
Okay.
and peace, soul peace.
And then what date was that? Hold on.
That was the last week.
Grace and peace.
Yeah, that was for me.
This is your new week message for January 15th through the 20th.
Play
All right,
again, man.
collective,
That was
you got breathe number 29 breaking down to 11. Clarifying is the Ace of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You also have in the dice the sign Capricorn, which
no.
is still in the number 7, which is highly spiritual. So collective.
Well, I gotta know what your moon sign is and your rising.
Blockage in your airways, lungs. Disclaimer:
Oh
not a
my
medical
God, that was
professional,
me
but
the whole
if
week,
you're having
man.
some discomfort with breathing, you might want to get that checked out. There could be fluid in the lungs, but also know that this is a new beginning. Anytime you have
Me gone dead.
pieces there in love. So if you're having any issues in regards to relationships, just breathe, let everything go with the flow. Remember, we're just in a moment of time. That's your message.
Oh,
Grace
shit.
and peace. What's up?
Wow. Okay. So that reading that resonated with you.
Does that mean I got to start smoking bud now? Yeah. The flip.
Well, get oil of oregano because that's why I got it. Because certain people in my house do the bud too, and they be coughing. So.
Hold on, let me bring back that page. So yeah, if you don't want to find Foxy,
yeah, and then I have like the Mindful Mondays where I have conversations like this, and like you saw the Tupac there. I was talking about Tupac. I do personal readings, but right now I'm not taking any personal readings. Just need to decompress from that.
All right, so hold on. Can you put shall I put the link in it?
Yeah, you can copy it. I can't because I'm not a moderator, or am I?
What?
Did you make me a moderator?
Have I got any moderators? Hold on.
No, if I'm a moderator, then I can. Okay, you put it in there.
Oh, I got to do that on the page. Yeah, I know. I got to do that.
Yeah, if you make me a moderator, then I can copy and paste my page on here too. Because otherwise, I can't do it. You're the only one that can do it. But yeah, that's it. That is it. And as a matter of fact, I was supposed to do a new week message. But again, like I think Monday was that solar flare, and I just was not feeling it. I was like, can't. So I might do a short tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I made you moderator still. Yeah. Don't forget, people, get over there and make sure you subscribe.
Yeah.
You know,
if you're into that
there's a lot of spiritual. It's a spiritual world, man. So
yes,
it's good to be in tune and have a head start sometimes, man, because you're gonna need some type of. But also, don't forget as well, though, to spiritually build yourself as well, and it will work even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. As I tell my people on my page is that the cards are a tool. All divinations are tools, and they shouldn't be heavily relied on. Like, you have to do the work as well. Getting a reading is great. Hearing the message is great, but it's also applying yourself. So if you're just hearing the message and you just want to hear, if I'm going to have romance in my life or money, and you're just sitting there, then it's not going to work. You got to put the work in as well. I'm just here to deliver the message. That's all I do is deliver the message.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's it. But I will probably do like, when I do my all signs or just like a mid-read check-in, I'll probably do like a little mid-read for some people. But like personal readings, just not doing it right now.
Yeah, man, don't want your demons.
That's my dad. Like, what'd you say?
Man, don't want your demons in it.
But that too.
Got to be careful with them personal readings. You might bring something back in your yard.
Well, what I do is, I do it online. But I have all my protection and stuff like that before I, do the reading with the person. So.
Yeah, what you gonna say about your pops, man?
No, I was saying, with my dad passing, like I pushed through, continuing the readings, but then I was just, I'm grieving. So
yeah.
I just need some time. I'll come back to doing the personal readings when I'm ready. But
yeah, take as long as you need, man. You know what I mean?
It's a lot. And he actually told me about, and this was like a month or two before he passed, we were having this conversation about the aliens, because he's the one that put me onto aliens. And we would have these conversations just like me and you, Brother Pinero. So he was saying that some of the aliens are guardians and like angels. Which people, I heard last week that people were saying, what if they're really angels and not aliens like it's been perceived to be? And so my dad was saying, like, they're here, they're protecting the earth, and they're watching us. But they can't intervene unless they've been asked to intervene. So that's why that's why there might be more sightings, because there's some stuff that's going on that they probably know about and see it. And, according to what my dad told me, that there was a war, in the galaxies, and some people got sent down here.
Yep.
So yeah, it makes sense to me. I was like, okay, Dad, because we watch ancient all those ancient history channels and all that good stuff. So yeah, my dad was a Pisces too, so he was very in tune, to the spirit world. Matter of fact, me and him were trying to dodge death because he knew something was coming, and I was like, I can't. I could do but so much. I can't beat death for you, Dad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like just paused away a little bit from doing the readings, because I am tapped in, and I haven't been prepared, because he died unexpectedly. So it wasn't like he was sick or he had some terminal illness. He died of a heart attack, all of a sudden dropped, and he was in his little watering hole, as he calls it. So part of that had to do with the Jabberwocky that they were giving out to people. So I believe in my heart of hearts, it sped up his time here. So
yeah, I hear you.
So I told him, don't come to me. Do not visit me because I'm not ready to see you. And he's been coming to me. Like last night, he came to me in my dreams, but he is honoring what I said. So he hasn't like come close enough to me, because I was speaking to him the day before, like 10 hours before he passed away.
Yeah.
And I was planning to, see him that Monday, talk to him on that Saturday. That Saturday is when he passed away. So very just.
It's yeah, very rapid, isn't it? It's very
and he was caught up in he was caught up in the last lunar eclipse that we had, and it was in the sun.
I remember you saying that as well. I remember I remember it was that lunar eclipse. Yeah, I remember.
Yep. Yeah, he was caught up in a rapture for real.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Rap the News. The guy I mentioned, he died a day after my birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, on New Year's, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. And how old was he? Do you know?
Nah. He never even showed well, I've seen his face, but he never showed his face or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
Very private guy, innit, sort of thing. But I'm sure he was probably late 50s, you know?
No, that's young.
Late 50s, 60s, maybe, because his son sounds like a big man still. So, but he might have looked after himself, innit? But
yeah,
it's very sudden. Like when it's sudden, to all those out there who lost anybody, rest in peace to all your loved ones that you've lost. And but you have to understand that it's never the end, innit? Because it's like the soul lives on forever. We have to understand that we're not controlled by battery, you know, people. We haven't got no AA batteries in us. So there has to be a soul. And if there has to be a soul, then the soul has to go somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel, you know what, maybe I should play this video. I feel, you know, that we've been told, you know, through movies and things of that nature, that death is a certain way. You know what I mean, Foxy? Like, they make it seem, you know, kind of violent or kind of scary.
Like a spinal. Yeah.
Or like, that's it. That's it. Right. Unless it's the film like Gladiator or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But there has to be more to it. There has to be more to it.
Well, I definitely believe that there's more to it. And like I said, when I had with my dad, that's why I told him, don't come here just yet. And I try not to cry too much because they have to, when they ascend, they have to go through different chambers or stations, if you will, to ascend further up. And if they see that their loved one is very heartbroken and still here, they will stick around. And they have a mission themselves that they have to go through. So, you know, I'm okay. I said, you know, I told him it's okay. I'm okay. I'm hurt, but at the same time, I understand that he has his own transitions that he has to go through. And if he sees me like that, then I don't want him, you know, I don't want to be responsible for him being stuck here when he has other things to do. So their souls, they keep going. And that's in some of us, when your loved ones do come to you in a dream, that's actually them coming in spirit form. That's the only way for some people, that's the only way that they can communicate with their loved ones. Some can actually come through and, you know, and start to form a little bit, and some people can see them. But others, you know, if you're sleeping, you know, or you smell like their perfume or cologne or something that they baked or flowers, that's them coming around as well. But I definitely believe that that you know, our souls continue on. We're just, the meat suit ends, but the soul continues.
No, for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and believe that, because you see Star, he believes that when you're gone, you're gone. Yeah.
He's such an atheist.
Yeah, I know he is. No, but have you not noticed though lately he's actually been agreeing with someone? Like he's a strange type of atheist, because he's an atheist that still will quote the Bible.
Right.
Which is kind of mad. Yeah, people. I don't think.
I think people get caught up in the religion of things, because we've been indoctrinated so much with religion that we're spiritual beings. So the religion, even you know, we can sit here and quote scripture. We can read the Quran, the Torah, you know, the Talmud, the Holy Bible, but it's your connection. It's your soul connection to, you know, the Most High or whoever you subscribe to. And people get caught up with the religion and they're like, you know, I'm this, that. And it doesn't matter, because when you're ready to meet your maker, all the stuff that you learned about in Sunday school and your bat mitzvahs and all that stuff goes out the window. It's what you're doing as a person and your soul purpose that matters.
No, definitely.
We're spiritual beings. We're not, you know, the book is great and everything, but you got to apply that as well.
Yeah, you got to definitely apply it to go to the right place. I don't think we're all going to the same place, man. I feel that there's many heavens, you know.
There are many heavens, and that's what was written in the Bible.
Yeah.
But there are. And what I feel, because what I was shown is that everybody's heaven is what they most enjoyed in life. So for my grandmother, who transitioned 5 years ago, her joy was, besides her family, her grandkids, was going on cruises and going on vacation. And when she presented herself to me, that's where she was at. She was coming from a vacation, her cruise. So I feel that everybody's heaven is what they most enjoyed in life.
That's it.
Mhm.
That's it. Keep a positive mind as well, because your mind can play tricks on you.
Right.
You know, if you think about too much of the wrong things, you might end up going there, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's true though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know, innit? Like, we don't know how this thing works yet. But there's some video that I wanted to show the people. Still.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and not show too much of this. I might have seen this before, but well, let me do this thing here. Because even down to the thing like pain and stuff like that during them sort of situations, it's like not what they're really saying it is. It's
people were, they were still kind of positioned the way they were when they were pushing me in, but I was able to see, you know, where everybody was at, including a woman that was in the corner of the room. She was holding her face like this, and she was really sad that I was dying. And that was one of the, initially when I left my body, that was one of the things that disturbed me the most. It was like, what in the world is she sad for? This is so beautiful. This is so perfect. I'm not hurting, no, I'm not confused. That guy is dead, but I'm alive. I mean, this is beautiful, you know? So to me, that just clarifies that it's not a hallucination. I learned while I was out of my body. I saw in real time what was happening to me. And everything, when I opened my eyes, continued in real time. There was no separation in my awareness, gap in between what I was experiencing, whether I was in the body or out of the body. It was a continual flow of experience. Once I did leave my body and I looked down, there was a lot of things that I came to understand. Like, he's dead, his body's dead, the mind is dead, the ego's dead. And after that kind of series of kind of realizations, it was like, well, then what's left? Like, what am I? You know, and the words flooded in very clearly. It was audible. These words were light, energy, soul, spirit, awareness. It's just a flood of words. They weren't in a line like a mechanical. It was like a bunch of voices just said these words. But it felt like it was me explaining this to myself. Everything was energy. Everything felt like love. And I felt like a part of that whole thing. I didn't feel separate from it at all. And everything that I looked at, every question I had, the clarity was instantaneous. And in that process, I was clear. Like I was, what's that? What's that? What's that? It was like a baby having a everything was an moment. And I moved from one thing to the next with that childlike wonder and amazement at what I was seeing. There was no memory of this human experience that I was referring any of it back. There was no mind like that. It was just a awareness that was beholding these things and integrating them like instantly. So I'm watching everything. I'm watching the woman that's holding her face and just sad about me dying. And after a while, I'm paying attention to stuff, and I just kind of casually take my attention up. And when I do that, instantly I'm in space. There was no tunnel, there was no anything. I quickly became aware of what people call the light. It was up and to the right of me. The emergency room was down and to the left of me. And I was in that angle looking forward out into space. And what was in front of me was the star forming region. What was beneath me was what people call the void. I felt like I was in the blackness and it was enveloping me like velvet. It felt like love. It felt like every other aspect of being disembodied in that moment for me. Everything felt like love. I felt like love. I felt like the system that I found myself in was just love and I was just a part of it. But it also felt like it was everything. It felt like everything, every possibility, every past experience, everything was in the void, was in that black space. When I looked into it, it reacted, it responded. And if there was any kind of thought that wasn't complete, it was complete instantly. If there was a notion of missing something, that the satisfaction of having that, I felt it already. Before the missing was even fully felt, the satisfaction of already having that was there. There's a woman I was exchanging with who was like, well, I don't want to just magically forget people that I love in this life. I was trying to explain that that's a human thought. It comes from a brain, that comes from memory, that comes from life, that comes from, but you're not going to be, when you leave this body, a human body with a brain that has memory, you're going to be an energy that's so connected to this experience and this whole thing that that experience is integrated in you. There is no missing or something missing from that. Experience isn't gone. It's always accessible. Every part of this experience that you have is etched in infinity. There is no something disappearing and never being experienceable again. Like, it's always there. So you don't miss anything. There's no missing anything. You're more integrated with the system outside of the body than you are in the body. And that's kind of what we are, is an individual node accumulating a perspective that ultimately gets fed back into the system and becomes a possibility, an option for everybody else in the system forever. So your experience isn't ever lost. When I was in space, I was interested in everything. So my attention kind of just moved all around. There was a point where I was looking up at the light, I was like, it's almost like I was trying to decide if I was going to even entertain it or not. I looked back up at it and I looked back down into the emergency room. And when my attention went from the upper angle down back to the left, it went through me, and I was just a glowing orb of light. That's what I appeared to be. I had never felt more alive than when I was that glowing orb of light. I had never felt more aware of what was happening on this planet. In that state, I understood everything. The pain, the confusion, the identity stuff was gone. We are all orbs of light. We're not these bodies. I experienced the orb of light as being perfect, as being it's not confused, as not being contextualized in a human sense in a way where it's going to cheerlead for one side or the other. It was disconnected somewhat from the specifics of the human experience. It was just aware. You were in that body. That body's dead. It wasn't like, you were a black activist and you need to go back and hop in that body and get to the fight. And then more fighting. That fight stuff was done. I kind of just watched everything. I watched them continuing to defibrillate me. But biggest image that sticks with me is the woman that was.
Wow, that was quite an experience. And the fact that he remembered all that is intense. Brother Panero, what say you? Oh, he must be on the other line.
Right, I was chatting to myself, sorry people, man, that's crazy. I forgot to unmute you, Fox. I was talking the whole time.
You were muted. I was.
Listen, from when the video stopped, I stopped the video and I was talking, and I was just talking to myself.
What do you think from that?
I just feel that the reason why I played that video, because I want to just let people know that don't be afraid of anything. Like, really, like I'm trying to say, that's the main thing. Like, there's nothing really to be afraid of. Like you said yourself before, yeah, that we've been there loads of times. It's just. I don't really want to say it and sound like this, but I'm not really looking to come back if I don't remember who my people is.
Yeah, me neither.
If I don't remember my people, I'm not coming back here to do this again, because I don't want to end up in the hands of abusers or end up in a Illuminati ring. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I definitely don't want to come back as a woman. You know what I mean? Pause. You know what I'm saying? So come back as a woman and slightly remember a little bit. Like, what the hell? Like, you didn't even fix me
Right.
properly. You know what I mean? Like, why am I still remembering 20%? You know what I mean? But yeah, I personally hope that I've learned enough this time that I've been here
Mm-hmm.
to not come back. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying not come back out of surgery, but bloody, or come back out of a coma. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm really not afraid of passing, because I'll be honest with you, I've lost about 4. I've lost a lot of people, but I've lost like 4 proper close friends, like proper close, and that kind of this for me, it doesn't make me really fear it. Like, the more I lose, if you know what I'm saying, as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the way I feel about it. I just don't feel that it's the end when you leave here. And hell no way. I don't really believe in that fiery hell business and all that. I don't
Yeah, me
believe in
neither.
that. That's some scare tactics business.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a scare tactic to actually get people to actually worship Jesus, but that's another story.
Right. Back to the religion. See, it's
Yeah.
always it's them that wants us to go back into religion when no, we're spiritual beings. We're energy. We keep evolving.
We don't need religion like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you see what's been going on lately with the churches getting stuck up and all that.
No, what?
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Some church in
Salute
Africa.
to Comical Christine. She's in the building.
Robbed. You see, you have to ask yourself, why is there so much madness going on in the church right now?
Well, because they got gold, and remember, they were getting looted back in like the medieval times or something like that. They were getting looted.
You remember that pastor? He got robbed on his live stream.
Oh yes, he was out in
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Man,
There
yes,
was one
heaven,
South
earth,
Africa, yeah.
earth is hell. Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can pull this one up. This one was kind of crazy still. Like I don't know, man. I think they have to give it up in the churches still, because they're doing too much corrupt business, man. Like, you have to understand, for a group of people, them to actually go to a church and do that. Yeah, they're not
Right.
really they're not really
Where's the
respecting your
morals?
movements. Yeah, they're not really
Mhm.
respecting your movements there still. Like, there's something going on there. Don't forget, yeah. No, that's bad. I shouldn't. No, because it's bad though, because I think they robbed people that was attending the church as well, innit?
Mm.
Do you understand? So that could have been mothers and
Yeah,
you know what
but
I mean?
you know, I look at it like it's listen, we're in the year of karma. 20
Yeah, an
was the
exposure.
year.
So that's exactly what I was gonna say. I know.
So whatever you put out there, right, is you gonna get it back. Okay, it could be so it's karma, there's dharma. Dharma is the good, karma is the bad, supposedly. But yeah, we're in that year, so a lot of things are gonna be coming back to those who wronged others, aka Buddy Love, Mr.
Yeah,
Puff Daddy.
aka the pimps that are now pastors. Oh, yeah.
The police to secure the release of a Ghanaian Pentecostal missionary who was kidnapped during an armed robbery attack at a church on Sunday.
Oh, he got kidnapped
the
as
attack
well.
happened during the sermon. The High Commission, in a statement, also called on
didn't even know
Ghanaians
they
living
kidnapped
in
him.
South Africa to take necessary precautions to ensure their safety. We have more on this report.
Concerns are growing regarding the safety of public spaces, including churches in South Africa, after a distressing video surfaced depicting a robbery at a branch of the Pentecost Church in a Ghanaian community in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's exactly how that pastor looked in Brooklyn. The same moves.
Same move, innit?
Mm-hmm.
My man coming there looking like Pharrell.
Is the
Who's
Christ of
videotaping
David.
this?
The
This
video
is
shows
a
the attackers
robbery.
rifling through the pockets of prostrate pastors.
That's Pharrell, man. That's you, Pharrell. You're lying.
That's Neo.
Pass for Ti as well.
How he calmly take that
Man went in his
man.
pocket and pulled out. Man went in his pocket and pulled out something. Listen to the baby crying, man. So anyway, so
Babies for crying on purpose. Like that whole thing, I don't know. We saw that with the Brooklyn pastor, the same moves. He's looking out into the audience and then he sees somebody coming and then he bends down. I don't know if these are orchestrated things. I don't trust nobody anymore, Panero. I'm questioning and side-eyeing everybody because I think there's a psyops that's going on to get people to be scared.
And people them as well. Like you're not safe in them churches because they should have security with straps. If they know that he get, I know, and it sounds crazy as well. I can have security with guns in church. You know, what I mean? That don't even go right. But
who's videotaping that? That's what I'm saying. Like my hand would be shaking. Somebody's coming up in a gun.
I think it was just if it was a still camera, it's probably a camera for the church. Probably was filming that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
That guy's lucky he had that hat on. Pharrell's lucky he had the hat on because we would have known. We would have known it was Pharrell. See.
Yeah, because he's wicked. That one.
So that's not the only thing going on in churches. Pastors are still skanking people. The pastors are getting caught in. A pastor got caught in a hotel with a man. Hold on, what's the one I did see the other day? The pastor. Did you hear about the pastor that the woman come in and said you got me pregnant? She ran in the other day. She got someone pregnant, and then they tried to denounce. They tried to denounce the pastor. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, and then the pastor said, "No, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The church don't want me to leave." Mad. So all you lot on this church. All right, I found it. Look, all you lot on this church thing. Just know what you're following still, because this is what I always tell people. Yeah. All right, the love is good and all that, innit? But stop making people pray for you. Yeah, have your mum pray for you, or your family members, or people that are like you pray for you. Don't let these. You don't know these people.
Right.
You understand? You're gonna go and stand in front of this guy. You don't know him from Adam, and then you're gonna close your eyes. He's gonna say to you, "Oh, let us pray." And you're gonna close your eyes, and you're gonna let this guy pray for you. You don't even know him. Don't do that. I don't let people pray for me. I'll be honest with you. I even do it at funerals. It's bad. It's bad.
They pray. It's pray. Prey. Pray over you.
Yeah. I went to a funeral one time. It's not even funny though. I went to a funeral one time, Foxy. Yeah. And I swear the pastor sounded zesty. You understand? I was fuming. He sounded zesty, and I'm like, can't no one see that this pastor's zesty? But you know where people don't really go church like that, Fox? So the people them that set up the thing, like, the people them that set up the church and them thing, they don't really go. They don't really go to church. They don't really know about the pastor like that. So when the pastor comes, then the pastor decided zesty and shit, bro. Like, don't let no one do that to me, you know.
No.
I'll turn him around.
We're gonna try to make sure. Look at Comical said you definitely coming back as a woman.
Nah, don't be stupid, man. Hell no, man.
I think I was a man in my past life, like a big fat man.
Coming back as a giant. Hold on, wait, hold on. Let me share this thing quickly, yeah, because I'm a bit rusty on it, man. Hey, watch this, yeah. Pastor's pregnant missus disrupts the church service and attacks the wife.
Wow.
Blood in the middle of the service, you know. Hey, what is this, man? Is this flipping Maury or is it a church service? Jerry.
Maury Povich.
Yeah, so now, if I remember correctly, some guy gets up and tries to say, listen, some guy gets up and says, yo, you got to come out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Where is it? Let me fast forward it a bit.
They know I'm telling the truth. You take of the deacon church.
He's like Lil Wayne.
Police can't move me and I'm the pastor. Because here it is right here. The church, I don't even know what it is. It's between the church body will be called by the voting members. And it said if any time that a vote is needed for retention of the mission, a church meeting will be called. The meeting must be stated. And it said the chairman of the deacon ministry will provide.
Hey, check the bullshit, man. This guy's trying to read out flipping laws of the church after he just broke a golden one. Crazy.
Of the deacon ministry will provide. Let me show it to you. Right? Oh, that ain't true. That ain't even, because I asked to do one thing. Ask a question. They won't let me ask the question. They know I'm telling you.
You know what's sad?
Why everybody got to be videotaping though? That's what's killing me. These like everybody for everything you got to have a phone out videotaping. Like why?
What are you talking about, man? That's flipping Vlad TV recording that right now.
Yo.
It's either Vlad T or TMZ, one of them guys. Man.
TMZ.
But the sad thing about this video, I can't believe everyone's still sitting there like nothing happened. It's crazy. Like,
wait, so did it have it happen in the beginning of the?
No, yeah, the woman come running in, tried to attack the wife, and she's saying she's pregnant, innit? And then this
so for 8 minutes longer, they just got the pastor there talking about the protocol.
Yeah, he's trying to say that he's supposed to be. He don't want to get voted. That he's basically saying because someone said he's got to come out of the church, but he's saying nah. Like, you got to do it the right way and trying to justify himself. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's crazy.
Craziness.
I asked him to let me ask one question.
Look. Craziness.
This church will be soon.
Shall I be honest with you? You see, when these sort of things happen, you know what's supposed to happen to my man? He's supposed to get rushed right there. Yeah? Hey, you see Bible bashing? You heard of Bible bashing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. He's supposed to get lick up with the Bible 2 times in his head. He's taking a piss. Yeah, you got all these people that are going through things in life, some of them, or some of them just really want to follow the right path in life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they come to you.
Right.
And you're actually having gatherings. And look what you're doing. You're married and you're pregnating. You're crazy, man.
Yeah, all the kids crying, like that's getting on my nerves.
Man ain't even doing safe sex. He's a madman.
Let you speak.
Did you see this?
Huh?
Did you see this video? You probably didn't, but there's somebody had posted up on Instagram earlier today of these 2 girls that were at an arcade, and these men were trying to pick them up, like to take them, like to kidnap them. But the girls are recording all this that's going on, and then they're still playing on the arcade while these men are like coming up to them, talking to them. And
I saw that video, Fox. You talking about the video when the guys? behind
The
them.
two
It's
guys.
behind them in the window.
Yes.
Yeah, two guys, and there's a boy and there's a little girl in the booth thing.
No, it's two girls.
Is it a glass or is it a booth thing?
It's a booth. It's a booth that
innit?
they're in. Yeah, it's supposed to like be
Where did I see that video, man? That was a bit disturbing still.
It was, but at the same time, I'm thinking again, certain things are being staged because there's no way in hell that I'm sit there as a kid. And my parents talk, we know about stranger danger, and these fools come up beside us and they're talking smack. I'm getting up out. These girls continue playing the video game while these men were like praying.
What could they hear them? Because the video footage that I saw, I must have not saw the long footage.
Yeah, one was laughing, the other one was just like looking around. It was weird. You see if you could find that.
Yeah,
I mean, because maybe it's just me.
I think I did see it on TikTok. I didn't see it on.
Yeah, probably on TikTok.
Yeah, that's where I did see it. Still, I didn't even save it because it's disturbing. Still, I was like.
And the guy, one of them was wearing. It was a black guy and maybe a white guy. The white guy was wearing a mask, so he looks weird. He looks like Mike Myers. But
he looked like the Crow.
He looked very strange.
Yeah. He looked like a reptilian type of.
Yes.
No, he really did look like that. He really did look like
He was
one
scary.
of them looked like a straight pedo, and the other one looked like a reptilian, like a vampire type, Twilight type of dude. Yeah.
So my instinct is I'm gonna get up out of there. I'm gonna look for an adult. But these girls kept playing and playing on.
That's what the game does. That's what the game does, isn't it?
Nah, man, ain't not that much game in the world. And these two boogeymans are standing outside of the booth. No, I'm getting up. I'm going to look for my parents. I'm going to look for an adult in there. I'm not going to keep playing the video game when these guys are trying to take me away. No. That's why I'm like, this shit don't look real.
Okay. You think they edited the kids, the guys at the back?
I don't know.
Or you think that they think they staged the whole thing?
Yeah, to like make people aware, like, you know, stranger danger kind of thing. Maybe it was a teaching lesson.
Yeah.
But, you know, if it is, then just say, you know, these are things to be aware of. But they made it look like it's real. And I'm like, there's no way if this is real that those two little girls are going to be sitting up there smiling and laughing while these men are parading around them.
Yeah.
I would have got up out of my seat, like, and it's enclosed. So I'm getting up. Like, now I feel threatened. I'm getting up. I'm walking out. I'm going to look for my parents. I'm going to
What
look
if they were scared, so they stayed in the booth?
I guess so. They stayed in, but
Yeah.
they
They're
continued
only young.
playing like it's nothing. And they had their phone recording the whole thing.
So where was that anyway? Some type of fun
I
fair?
think it was in an arcade
Yeah, arcade spot.
spot. Yeah, but I don't know if it was in Canada or
If
it
I
was
worked in one of them arcade spots, I would not be letting no guy walk in there that looks like that Twilight guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm like, I don't know if that's real or not. Like, it could have been a teaching moment. So somebody was saying to me, like, well, you know, if it was real or not, like, it's still a teachable moment. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, I guess. But that's what I'm sorry. When your eye can see certain things past other things, you can't unsee what you already saw.
Right.
So I can't, like, there's so much foolishness going on out there now that it's hard to really know and differentiate what's real and what's not. So you got to use your instinct. And that whole shit just looked weird to me. I was like, I don't know about this. Like, cause as a kid, like you feel threatened. Like the one was like trying to grab the girl, like pull out her coat.
Yeah.
She's still inside.
What footage? I didn't see all that one, you know.
Yeah.
What, putting on the coat and all that?
Yeah, like he was like trying to reach in, and she's moving to the side to the little girl. It was like a.
Oh no, I get what you're saying now, because the video that I see, it wasn't even that long, you know.
No, it's not that long. But yeah, you could observe all that.
No, I didn't see that part. I didn't see the part of them reaching in there. That's why I get what you're saying now, that you thought it might have been staged. Why did they run away? I get you.
Right.
So the only thing is either it's staged or they were shook. But did they make any type of? Did they push their hand away? Did they like you know? What I mean?
Nope. And they just was smiling and looking at
Alright
the
then.
guy.
So where was the alright then? So where was the parents then? Because
Who knows?
them youths are young.
Yeah, they had to have been about like 13.
Yeah, they were young youths, man.
2 little girls. Oh, I think it was in Ohio. Was it in Ohio? But anyway, it just looked weird. And I mean, people do a lot of, social media has created Frankensteins. So now you got people who never had attention, get all this attention. They do anything for likes. So that's why I was like, this could look like it's staged, like just to get likes, just to get your numbers up, because TikTok does that. Yeah, cool. And there's a lot of gullible people out here thinking one way, like, oh, that's crazy that happened. And I'm like, y'all don't see this as like the girls are in there laughing. Like they didn't look like they were scared.
Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe it's their mom and dad.
Could be.
But it's still a good awareness.
Yeah. But the good awareness is what you do is get up and get out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get you on that side. Yeah.
Like they stood there the whole time.
If that was an awareness video, that was a really shit awareness video.
Yeah.
Hey, but I even checked. Hold on, let me check now. What's the missing report? 2023 UK. No, let's try to do world. All right, let's see.
Yeah, comical. I can agree with that.
Let's see. World population. Jesus. Boy. Give me a number. Give me a number.
There's a lot of psyops going on. So, you got to be mentally fortified and not subscribe to certain things that are going on out here, because that's what they want you to do. Because, when that 2020 happened with the whole pandemic, they reset and recalibrated humanity in a sense. So you got caught in the matrix with that thing. And now for me, I'm just looking at everything that they did from that point up until now. And I'm like, yeah, certain things are just not jiving with me. Like intuitively, no. Because they kept telling you, oh, this thing is coming from over here. No, it's coming from over there. No, it's coming from over here. Right? So they playing mind games with you, but people are getting sick. And so from that point on, I was just like, no, I'm not trusting too much of what these people are telling me. Because they could tell us anything now. And some of us, the sheeple, are falling for it. But it's our duty, mine, yours, and those who are, the star seeds, to help the humanity wake up out of that Babylon that's going on. And it's not just the United States. People are like, oh, the United States is Babylon. No, that shit's going on all over the place. It's Babylon in every little city that's out there. I don't want to hear nothing about, America, the United States. Yeah, because it's corrupt. Certain policies are corrupt. But isn't anything to do with government? Isn't that going on in other parts of the world?
The United States has 521,000 people missing up to date. That's a lot of people, man.
That's a lot of people.
And that's people that are like permanently missing. That haven't turned up yet, still from 2001. So
see what I'm saying?
And UK, we have over, and don't forget, UK is small as hell. So 5,500 long-term missing people, and over 1,700 of those were children.
Oh my goodness!
Jesus. So you can imagine worldwide, because that's just US, and because we know the trafficking thing is worldwide, isn't it? So
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
and the body harvesting and all that other stuff.
Yeah, and 2019 I had a premonition dream because my premonitions come through, everything comes through dream state, because that's when they can like show me things better than when I'm awake. And I had the premonition of the whole virus thing and the George Floyd, because simultaneously George Floyd happened like right before the whole lockdown happened, right?
Yeah.
So it woke me up out of my sleep because it was so intense that I was crying. I could not go back to sleep for a while because what I was being shown was very scary. And it was showing me about, the kids, because it started off with the kids being sick and things of that nature. Then 2020, I had another one of those premonitions dealing with the children again. And this time they were like in freight ships and they were being like servants to all types of rich people. And I saw Saudi people, I saw American people, I saw European people, and the children were to be part of the furniture, if you get what I mean. They were going to be auctioned off or taken with the furniture. And so I found a group of children and they were like telling me what was going on. And so I helped them to escape. And they saw me doing that and they came after me. They were running after me. And I told the kids where to go. This was on a big cargo ship that had all kinds of warehouses. Don't you know, maybe about a couple of months after that dream, that's when the ships were locked down on the West and the East Coast.
Okay.
So I was like, I know what's
Why
going
was they
on.
locked down? Because the military was pushing their shit.
Yeah, it was like something about the shipments and stuff, and they were like the truck drivers, like they were going against or not paying the truck drivers, so there was like this standstill with them. But that's what was going on with the ships, same thing. But I knew what was on the ships. So I was like, oh, okay, this is what they want you to think. They want you to think, oh, it has to do with them not getting enough money and stuff like that. I said, why would ships on the West and the East Coast be in a standstill? Mind you, in my dream, it was on the East Coast and there were all these ships docked in New York City. So yeah, I don't like when those dreams come because it shakes my world up. But
what about that big ship, the one with the red flag on it, the one the one that helps all the traffickers, the children that was involved in that stuff, and they take them that a salvation ship.
I didn't know. I don't know too much about it.
I'll send you some stuff on it still, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes. They've been finding certain trafficking spots and stuff. And
good night, Comical. Comical says good night, guys.
Yeah, night. So yeah, ships. You might have to look that one up still. That's a deep one still.
Wearing masks, concealing the children. Wow. Yeah, some of us are really tapped in with the children. There's a big missing report of in Ohio. There's like a 500 and something missing children. This is recently, within the past couple of months. Then somewhere out in Indiana, I don't know, somewhere Midwest, they found all these unmarked graves behind a jail that they didn't have the names on these people. And so one woman came out to the press and said, I have to go through the courts to claim my son because she was looking for her son. I guess she went to the jail to go look for him, to go to visit, and they couldn't. Yeah. They were like, oh, he's not here. And that's what brought her awareness. Like, what the hell? Uncovered all these people black and white. It didn't matter, but majority were black men that were in these unmarked graves.
What? Hold on, where did I see this?
You saw it. It might be on
Where did I
TikTok.
see
Everything
this?
is on TikTok.
Something about some woman was looking for one of her youths.
Right. She was looking
No, the
for
one that
him.
no, was it with the police or something? No,
Yes.
it's with the police or something, innit?
Mm-hmm.
And then they couldn't find him.
And she had to go to court to claim his body because they weren't releasing him. But then but then that exposed that there were a whole bunch of bodies that were unidentified behind the jail. So what they were doing was whatever was happening in those jail cells got rid of. I think it was like, it was a big, massive amount of people. I can't remember how much, but it was a big, massive amount. So they're going to have a lawsuit. They're going to have a look because they didn't inform the families that the person expired.
I was gonna say that to you. It was more than one person, isn't it? It was more than
Yeah,
one
it's a
youth,
lot.
yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mainly black men, but there were some white guys in there as well. Because people were trying to make it like, because it's black, white, blah, blah, blah. But bottom line is that there were bodies that were unidentified, and the correction officers, the Department of Corrections did not report it to their families that these people.
That is
Right.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably still
Right.
working there.
Oh, of course. Disregard people's lives like this. Yeah, that's it. They didn't take because they're inmates and whatever. Oh, they're animals. But not everybody that's locked up is guilty. So
What do you think about Rashad Jamal? Do you think he done it? Do you think he was guilty like OJ, or do you think?
you know what? That's a hard one because
I heard they got him locked up in some racist engine.
he gives me weird vibes to begin with because he's very like anybody that goes to that extreme about explaining the spirituality and crystals and all that stuff, like I don't know, like he was just too much. But maybe they were looking, the alphabet people were watching him, had him on the radar, so they'll pin this disgusting act to him because they're trying to get him locked up. I don't know, like Nature Boy, that's what he was giving me, those type of vibes, like. And Nature Boy was
crack me up.
he was disgusting.
Them guys crack me up. Still, I don't like when I see listen, I swear, every time I see Nature, bro, I'm just laughing. I'm like,
and that's all happening down there in Atlanta. And Atlanta is like, it has been known to be a city that is zesty since the 80s. And you have now this type of behavior down there, this kind of demonic behavior. And, even though they say that it's the Black excellence and everybody's down there, that's great. But there's still other stuff that's hidden behind the scenes with your so-called Black excellence that they're doing. That's not so great.
For possessed it down there.
Very. At one point, they reported that it was the highest in AIDS cases of
what?
Black homosexual men back in the 80s.
Oh my gosh! And the man they go both ways as well. So that,
Yeah, so it could have,
mixing
given it to
and
the
blending
woman.
it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, Atlanta's been known for that. So yeah, while you see a lot of rappers and actresses going there,
moving down there.
Even
a lot of men from New York moved down there. Fat Joe, Nori.
Yep. No, Nori's in Miami.
Oh, is he Miami?
But he might have a house in Atlanta. The guys that I watch, Red Pill, Blue Pill, they moved down there. Brother Rich moved down there from Black Magic 3. I'm like,
what about Brother Polite? Did he move down there as well?
I think Polite is I don't know if he's still locked up. But remember, he was living out in California. He was living in Hollywood. Like he went all the way.
He went all the way.
He went all the way.
He jumped over the middleman and went all the way. Pause. That guy was hula hooping rainbows.
Big time. Shosho says she would love to listen to us and sit and listen and talk all night, but she's got to get up in the morning.
No, we're gonna be back though. What's the date? Hold on.
Yeah,
What
today's
day am I
well,
not
now it's
going to?
Wednesday. Don't
Yeah,
say it's Tuesday.
Yeah, Thursday we do it, innit?
Thank you, Shosho.
Thursday.
I appreciate that.
I'll see you on Thursday's show. Big up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But it was a good starting breaking the ice today.
Yeah. That what I'll do, I'll put up a poster. Now, you know, I got to remember to utilize as well. You know, the community section.
Right. Yes.
You have to utilize the community section because
Yeah.
if you don't get notifications, it might pop up on the community section as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, so definitely everybody check the community center because that's where the community section, because that's where you'll know when, you know, Panero's going on.
Yeah.
If you're onto my channel, you'll know because I put I try to keep up with the community section.
Wait, was you able to link it? Did you see the option to link the channel or have to deal with that?
Yeah. I see it says stream this to your audience because I could stream it to my platform. Yeah. It says it here.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take a picture and then I'll show it to you.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good one back. And so what I'll do, people, I'm gonna put up a poster. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'll just put the post up for tomorrow, and I'll just pull it up about 4 or 5 times until the show, and I'll put it up in the community section. You know what I mean? So tell their friends to tell their friend. You know what I mean?
Right.
In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to Foxy's channel. I'm gonna put it in the description and everything anyway. And yeah, Foxy, should we leave it there?
Yeah. I just wanted to mention that I did a live last Monday. I have Mindful Mondays, and I had discussed about Tupac and this whole Keefe D, the guy who's locked up. So now, now he's out on bail of $750,000.
Who? Keefe D?
Yes, sir.
Even they were trying to kill. I heard they were trying to kill him in there.
I didn't hear that, but I knew he wasn't going to be staying in that long because the lawyer was saying that he was like, my client is not violent and he's not a flight risk. There's no reason to keep him locked up all this time. So the judge agreed. He's got a court case on February 20th, and then they go to trial June 3rd.
But if it, you know, he ain't gonna come out in it if he, you know.
He's not going to come out, but I don't think they can't, in my humble opinion, they can't convict him on that assassination. Because why then they didn't do it 15 years ago? How the man come up on Agent Vlad and talk all his talk, write a book about how he was involved, and they didn't pick him up at that point.
These guys are crazy, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Guys have lost their minds on this internet thing, man.
So
he really lost his mind.
Right. So
it's almost like he wanted to tell people. It's like he wanted to tell people that he done it. It's weird. It's like he wanted to let people know.
Yeah, and he's saying like I was there. I was sitting next to the shooter. Listen, then that is an accomplice to murder. Why are you?
They all shot him. They all shot at the car. Guaranteed they all shot at the car. How many shots hit the car anyway?
I think it was like 6.
And how many times did Tupac get hit though?
5.
Well, they only found 6 casings.
I think they did.
That's only one person then, for sure.
Yeah. No, I definitely believe it was one person. But I
They
also like his
that's
father.
weird though. That they definitely weren't trying to kill Suge then.
No, not at all.
No,
Not
not if they use 6 bullets. Yeah,
Not
no
at all.
way.
And his head injury, Suge Knight's head injury, was because the glass ricocheted and
Yeah.
grazed his head.
Yeah, I
That
know you tried
wasn't
to
a
say
bullet.
the bullet in his head, innit?
Mm-mm.
You tried to say that the bullet was still in his head, you remember?
Mhm.
He's a madman.
So those are the kind of conversations that I have over there, not just reading the cards, but I like to have these conversations because you got people who are really like, oh yeah, now finally Tupac's gonna have some justice. No, because that it goes higher, just like his biological father said, which I've been saying for months as well. It's higher than just Keefe D. Keefe D is the patsy. He is the Lee Harvey Oswald to the JFK.
P. Diddy.
No, Keefe D.
Yeah, but he's probably linked to P. Diddy though, isn't it?
I don't see that's what they want us to think, but I don't think so. I don't really think so.
I think it was just a beef. I think it was just a street beef. Like,
Yeah, that's
they
what I
punched
think.
up Orlando. They punched him up in the thing, and he came back and he shot them up. Like, I don't think it's that deep.
Well, it could be, right? It could be, but here's the other alternative because
But
this
P.
is where
Diddy's linked to Orlando though.
he's linked to Keefe D because Keefe D and there's another guy, Zip, that used to work for or worked with Puffy's father because his father was a big time pharmaceutical dealer out in the streets. And that's how Puffy's linked with them. But Tupac was his parents and all his family, most of his family members were with the Panthers. So I think it's higher than just low level street violence. Like I think the Alphabet Boys wanted to take him out. And they can do that. They can orchestrate things to make it look like it's fights and beef between the next person. But I think it was deeper than that. And his father believes that too. So yeah.
It's always deeper than that, isn't it?
True.
When it's dealing with celebrities anyway. So
Right.
it's a whole different
Because
ballgame.
we'll never really know the truth.
Nah. Boy, rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers out there still.
Yeah, man.
Especially the ones with a message as well.
Absolutely.
Because boy. But don't forget what we said earlier. Don't be afraid of it. You know what I mean? Because it's
Right.
really nothing to be afraid of. This is probably the hardest place to be.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
This is probably the place where you feel the most pain, the most emotions. Because of the physical body, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if I get my leg blown off here, it's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, big up D-Boy though. I see you, bro. Next time, innit? You can jump on still.
Yeah. D-Boy's in the building.
D-Boy. I swear that's D-Boy that jumped on a couple times. Jumped on the panel a couple times still.
Oh, okay, okay.
What's it like where you are? Because I think it was it Hurricane Aisha or Storm Aisha or whatever. But
I don't know which storm it was, but we had like intermittent storms, snowstorms. We didn't get hit that bad with the snow. Upstate New York did though.
Did they?
They got a lot of snow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because we're mostly closer to the water, so we won't like it. Not to say that we haven't had bad snowstorms, but this time around it didn't hit us.
Well, over here, we've had no snow like that. We had a couple little rainy type snow. But,
Yeah.
But it was cold last week. It got a bit warmer
Yes.
this week.
I think we all had that snap.
Last week was freezing.
Ooh, yep.
It was freezing, man. That was weird. And it's funny because we should have been fasting. Maybe we wouldn't have to feel it.
Well, the week before that it was warm. Then it was freezing, and now it's going back up to regular temperature. So I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, hopefully The UK is a mess. The UK. Yesterday, the bins were flying down the street. You know what I mean? From the wind.
Mm-mm.
The wind were taking the bins out. You know.
Wow. So you guys still have wind going on over there?
Yeah. I saw one grandma. She was wrapped around the pole.
Yeah.
The lamppost. Her legs were in the air. She was trying.
Oh my
help.
God. No. Poor grandma.
So she's doing the Superwoman. You know what I mean?
It was the dangling in the air.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that bad still, but it was. Yeah. You just got to be safe. You got to be careful though, because you don't want to be walking out one day. Like, people shouldn't really go out in them type of weathers if they don't need to, you know, because
Yeah, for real.
you could be walking one day and a piece of tree lick in your head and kill you, man.
Right. Or
Like,
ice falling from a building.
yeah, or like a slate of a roof.
Yeah.
You know, come and cuff you in the back of your head when you walk into the shop. You understand? So you got to be careful, man. Don't take Mother Nature for no joke, people.
Right.
Yeah.
Or people who drive real insane on the roads when they're really bad and icy. Like, why is that the time that you pick to drive recklessly?
A man knows he's got bald tires. You know them ones there? Like, what are you really doing? You got bald tires. You're driving up and down the road. You ain't done your MOT in months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to be responsible and be safe. You know, if you got bald tires, drive slow. You know what I mean? I know it's hard out here. You know what I mean? Just drive slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming to the show. Did you say you're doing a show tomorrow, Fox?
What's tomorrow? Oh, if I'm doing the show? No.
We doing a reading? Oh.
No, I'm gonna just put a reading out. But I'm not gonna do a show tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't mind doing the show late if we have to, Fox, man. So if that's what it is, that's what we have to do, innit? As long as it's not on my gym day, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
No, you gotta let me know.
Yeah. No, I'll do one day off. I go gym one day off and one day on, innit? So
okay,
like,
yeah. You gotta let your muscles rest.
Yeah, of course, and eat bare food. So today is my rest day. Tomorrow I won't do it, and then Thursday we do. Well, it's now Wednesday, isn't it? It's not tomorrow, right? So tomorrow we do a show. Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday.
And see if we can link it up to your channel properly and that. So how does that thing work? Is it a thing of where if I link it to your channel, it will just come out of your channel too?
I'll send you the picture and show you how it looks when because it says stream this to your audience. So, but it's fine. Like I tell you, sometimes I don't want to be bothered with this internet social media thing, and that's another fasting that people do, you know, because people think fasting has to do with food, and yes it does, or from drugs and alcohol, things of that nature, but also fasting from certain things that you absorb with your eyes and your mind, because that's important too, and you need to conserve your mental energy. So if you're seeing certain things that are violent all the time, or you're just watching like turn it off, go look for something else, go read something else, because you know you got to detox and fast from the computer and you know all that other stuff.
I know that's a good point, man. Seriously, yeah, not just fasting from food, fast from everything.
Right.
Even fast from people. If you if the energy's a bit off. Right. Sometimes you might have to fast from someone.
Listen, I stage my house when people leave. I stage it before. I put the incense on. Like, I'm not playing. I swear to you, I be.
She charges the living room and the hallway, and then gets out a feather duster and starts, get out of here. You know what I mean? Dusting out the spirit stuff. You know
Listen, I don't want that shit lingering around.
With the straw brush, with the straw broom. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's
real. No, but it's real though. You got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
Because some people as well. Let me tell you something. Some people are got so much heavy spirit on them. Like you might go out somewhere, come back to your house, and you're like, you got a little cold or a little flu or something, right?
Right.
Little do you know that's from someone, because their spirit is just taking over their body. And they're just garbage coming out of them, man.
Right.
Mad spirit.
because they could have like, you know, they could be moody or angry, and you're trying to figure out why the hell do you feel angry? And that's because so and so was near me.
Yeah.
Like their energy rubs off. So yeah, I just went and bought a whole new stack of incense because I use my incense every day. Shit. And I had to buy some more Palo Santo sticks because I need to clear the air. And yeah, man, it
Do you know about
changes.
Repsol?
Huh?
Repsol.
No, what's that?
It's a bleach mixed with pine wood. And basically
Oh,
it scares off demons. They don't like it. And you can mop your floor with it.
well, sometimes I'll get a mixture, like something similar if I go to the Botanica. But what I do is just get some Florida water, put it in the bucket with whatever soap I'm going to use. And now I got ammonia, so I'm going to put a little ammonia in there too, and that'll clear them out too.
Yeah, because I heard that they don't like bleach as well, you know, demons.
Mm-hmm. Yep, bleach and ammonia. So I'll be doing that. Getting these floors
That needs
cleared
to
out.
be done. That needs to be done these days, man. Seriously.
A lot.
The
'Cause we're
portals are
definitely
open.
in a spiritual warfare. So you don't know who's gonna be who you talking to anymore. Because man, please. And they're saying that with that Jabberwocky, that has changed the people's spiritual self and their DNA and things like that. And I'm like, I could see that happening.
For sure.
So I guess we'll reconvene Thursday. We'll do Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. We can definitely do Thursday. I'm gonna get some videos ready. I might put some videos in the community section so people can know what we're gonna talk about, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, just keep an eye on the community section, people, anyway. So I'm gonna put my clothing back up in there. Someone asked me for the clothing the other day. I'm gonna put the new link up on there as well. And all that.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
But yes, people, man, thanks for pushing the like button. If you haven't, do it now because people can watch the rerun. People usually watch the rerun anyway, so as we didn't promote it, did we? So all right, Foxy, let's close this down.
All right,
Thank you for jumping on. Big up to Survival Man C.
Big up.
Survival Man C jumped on earlier. You don't really see the members like that, but they're about. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, big up to everyone's show. Everyone that jumped in there. And we'll see you soon. All right?
All right. Peace.
Peace.